Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Rocket League with me, BrainBoy 20. Where we last left off, we had briefly redesigned the car slightly to fit more with a look that I approve of, and we were continuing to do online matches. We got lucky to get some chaos matches, and without further ado, let's go find ourselves a new one. I might start doing ranked soon. I think my skills are starting to get up to that point where I should be able to. But if I do own goals or anything like that still, then I'm going to need to continue to do things in non-ranked mode. Anyway, let's see who's on whose team. I don't think the camera should be locked when we're still loading. I'd like to be able to see my teammates to an extent. Alex Drummer and Sonata Videle are on my team. I don't know why I boosted. But Sonata Videle seems to be doing an amazing job of keeping control over the ball, as he immediately sets up the position to score, which Alex Drummer and I both try to capitalize on. Pro Lags, Touch Lamp, and Usu Fruct for Life are on the enemy team. Alright, looks like it's my job to set up the score this time around, so let's see what happens. First touch and first hit, no one on their team actually trying to contest it. Well, Usufrex sets up a perfect shot for Sonata, and I dodge out of the way of the ball because I tried to go backwards while jumping, and that made me flip in reverse. I clear the ball away from the goal, preventing any attempted score, and we're just going to see what we can do with this. Pro Lags keeping it well into our side of the field, but not really in a position to score, and they might have scored had it not been for the fact that whoever is behind me has missed. That'd be Pro Lags. I should stay away from my teammate. And what looked like it would have been a great position to score does so just fine. I bounce Alex Drummer into the ball. What should have been my shot failed miserably. Sonata bounces it into the center, and I knock Alex into the ball, although I think he really did jump there, so either way he would have gotten it. I should learn the quick chat menu. First touch and first hit goes to Touch Lamp, but the solid hit does not. I'm going to contest the ball, sending it well into the sky, making sure no one can maintain control over it. And I do hit it, but I only glance it away from a shot on the goal, and I think it would have been much better if I had backed up a little bit before making that attempted hit. Thankfully, the enemy team seems to be so kind as to setting the ball up for scores on their goal, which Alex Drummer takes control of the ball and scores as a result from a near-perfect shot. What is the quick chat menu? I no longer remember. Was it E? Z? No. I'm going to have to look that up. Then again, I'm probably not going to bother using it that much anyway. I mean, it might be nice to give some information like I'm guarding the goal or something like that. And I'm going to counter any attempted aggression on our goal, sending it well into their side of the field. Usu Fruct for Life. They're bouncing it repeatedly. Had I had a better angle on that, or actually not even a better angle, had I been boosting straight up, I might have been able to score as a result. Sonata attempts to block the shot and misses. I don't know why I wasn't boosting to try to block that. I guess I had assumed Sonata would have been just fine. And Touch Lamp manages to just get a lazy hit, sending it well into our goal. No boost, no bounce, no nothing. And looks like it's going to be their job to go score, because I'm well in the back. Or Sonata is going to at least attempt to block the ball. I'm going to just barely knock it away, and Alex is just going to run away with the ball right now. I don't know why I stopped boosting there. I would have been just fine. In fact, that probably would have been better. And my reaction time being a little too slow, I wasn't able to stop the shot. Thankfully, Sonata picked up on that and was able to get the ball before I did. Pro Lags blocks any shot on the goal there, and I am too far forward to attempt to block it. And I really don't know why I keep the ball cam on at all times. Sonata blocking another shot, generally all around being much better than I am at this game. But I managed to send the ball back onto their field. It's blocked once again by Touch Lamp. I thought it was Pro Lags, which is why I even bothered saying once again. Sonata attempts a flying hit. I attempt to fly as well, but only end up somersaulting over myself. Sonata sends the ball away. I was going to try to block it in the opposite direction, but ultimately Sonata's judgment's probably better on this. He sends a nice rebound shot that they take. No one's in any position to protect this. Alex tries to block it and misses. But it's not a tie game yet. If we can keep setting up defense, if we can keep a defense going, we should be fine. It's keep offense going just so we don't have a chance to be scored on. But it's possible to play a defensive game and still win this. Sonata managed to get first touch and the solid hit, sending it well into their side of the field. However, neither of us are in a position to exploit it, but the enemy team is in no position to defend themselves, so Sonata gets a lazy shot directly into the goal after bouncing it off the side wall. Or getting the rebound off the side wall, more specifically. And we're once again racing to see who can get the ball first. Thankfully, I get first touch and first hit, but my ally seems to have done a perfectly fine job of getting the ball first. Due to my improper angle, I'm not in any position to contest it. I'm going to knock Sonata over to attempt to contest the ball, but that's almost pointless. It bounces off by Touch Lamp again. I will send it away into an angle that Touch Lamp can't deal with the ball, but it looks like we're just in a little melee. I managed to bounce it over the enemy team, and Alex sends it well into their side of the field. We're not in any position to exploit it, but we're not like a actual constructed team. So I fully expect that. I'm just going to keep bouncing it off the side wall once again. You know, you really shouldn't bounce it in any way to try to just bounce it off your own wall, because then you get things like this that happen. Because if you bounce it off your own wall near your goal, you run the risk of simply setting up a near-perfect shot. Then again, it looked like he was trying to bicycle hit it away, but he would have gone in the opposite direction if he were to do that. And I get my first goal of the match. And first goal of this episode. Here's to many more. Like this one that might potentially be coming up here. I'm going to steal the boost, as boost is more important than just hitting the ball a little bit. Sonata almost gets a near-perfect shot off here. I do stop the momentum of the ball, sending it well over the enemy team. Prolags keeps bouncing the ball into a perfect position. I should get out of the way so I don't block that shot. And I thought it was in the opposite direction. And I'll get it out of the way so they can't score as a result of that shot. That doesn't work out that well. Alex gets a clear ball, but they're still in an offensive position until the ball went behind them. And maybe, just maybe, I can score. But Sonata gets the shot, meaning he's definitely going to be the MVP on 200 ping. Amazing. Scores 6-2. I doubt they can actually catch up in this scenario. I don't feel like doing the math on that. What is 30 divided by 4? Doesn't matter. Ball's high into the air. I'm just going to gingerly knock it away from anyone, and we're just going to play keep away. We're not even going to play Rocket League. We're just going to play a game of keep away right now. No one gets the ball. No one gets to have any fun. Sonata gets to score again as a result of my game of keep away. And they've pretty much lost. They would have to get a score every 3 seconds, and as we've learned in the past, that is flat out impossible. So I can just sit around and do nothing, and we'll be fine. Sonat Vidley decides to try to contest the ball anyway, but it's a one game. Just keep playing keep away. If they just so happen to get a score off of this, well, that's fine. Or we get a score off of it. Oh, Sonat, go, go, go! Come on! Aw, you didn't boost? If you would have boosted, you might have been able to score as a result of that. Oh well. We get the Octavian wheel. We're the lowest player on this, but we have a lot of... Okay, we don't really have a lot of anything. We were just keeping it away from the enemy team. We were just playing defense the entire time. Oh. New music track while we wait for a new match. Unfortunately, we'll probably hear it for like 3 seconds, because the matchmaking on this is now amazing. Yeah, I think we're doing well enough that now we'll start doing ranked matches starting next episode. Oh, we start off 2 minutes into the match with the very first score. And it's on our own team, I guess? Yeah, CBJ Obix and a random man. First touch, first hit, not the solid one. that we were looking for, but good enough. CBJ Obix and I apparently have a similar mindset when dealing with the ball, and it's in a near-perfect shot, and we managed to get a score because CG Obix decides to kill whoever the other guy is. On the enemy team, we have SMK, Burnling1, and Clowness 2000. I think that was SMK who was killed by Obey. I'm going to be in the defensive position, so I'm just going to go quickly grab this boost and wait. And I said I was in the defensive position, but I'm going to shoot it well over Clownman and manage to score as a result of this. Because the enemy team has an AFK player. They all stop the momentum of the ball, I take the initiative and manage to score as a result. And Burnling1 has left and Armstrong has joined. We lost a random man and instead we got Squall. And we're once again back into the thick of things. I miss any attempted shot to control the ball, not like that matters. Obey seems to be doing fine enough on his own, the AI not being very good at setting up shots for other players. Armstrong, however, destroying any attempted shot on my part. Obey, however, is playing a perfectly defensive role, as he probably should. Well, I just barely managed to deflect that shot. Barely. I think I did, at least. Well, you have perfect quality to be able to see this, and Obey manages to score off that failed rebounded shot by the enemy team. And he just coasts the ball in while just barely boosting in order to give the ball enough speed to not be able to be blocked. That's why you always need a goalie, kids, or at least someone in the back to have a chance of absorbing that shot. I'm just going to let these guys go ahead. Squall manages to stop the momentum of the ball. Obey is probably going to let me go. I missed that shot. I don't know why I tried to take it. Obey just gives a slight love tap to the ball. I'm just going to control the ball just a little bit. Maybe give a perfect situation for Tusk to score. Oh, the enemy team's all leaving. Alright, sure. Why did clowns have to leave? As the AI is dumb enough to score on their own team, I am in the back. However, I'm not certain if anyone's going to attempt to contest that shot. I attempt to contest it, or at least pick up the remnants of the shot from hitting the ball, as I would be somewhat in the back to be able to hit it, but that fails. Obey, however, sets up a near-perfect rebound that I couldn't take advantage of because he was able to block it. SMK sends the ball back to our side of the field. Not like that matters because no one's in a position to score. And I'm just slightly too far ahead. Armstrong bounces it off the wall. However, since my tires weren't hitting the ground, I couldn't stop, and they managed to score. I hope SMK realizes that he's very, very alone right now. Oh well. First touch, first hit. Let's see what I can do here. You know, I think the boosting meta doesn't really matter. Now, my opponent bounces me back and bounces the ball towards us. Not like that really matters, considering as long as we can get the as long as we can barely tap the ball freely, they're just bouncing it in the air repeatedly. They're not even doing anything until Armstrong manages to score and make me eat my words about the AI, just bouncing it repeatedly. And I think it's because of the fact that I knocked him away. It gave him the forward momentum enough to be able to hit the ball towards the goal, which is what I was trying to avoid. Alright, let's try a little bit of an earlier boost. Unfortunately, that does not help in any way, shape, or form. But, however, their rebound shot fails. To be able to do anything, I'm just going to keep the ball in the air. Squall is going to pick up my failed shot, give some momentum behind it, and I'm just going to barely shoot it into the goal. Barely shoot it into the goal, barely knock it into the goal. Bouncing it off the air, off the sidewall, and hitting it in. Just goes to show you need to respond to almost every single shot as if you can actually defend it. You don't do that, you're probably going to lose. And Armstrong manages to score as a result. Me bouncing it off the side wall. Yeah, I don't think you can actually be any faster, even if you were boosting. Then again, the ball's probably going to go in with or without Armstrong's intervention. If only he had bounced, he might have been able to deflect the ball enough for it to actually matter. I missed that shot entirely, but I'm able to pick up a lot of boost as a result of this stuff. However, the enemy team, whoever did that, did an amazing job of knocking me off course. Squall, why aren't you boosting to get the ball away from our goal? That's kind of what you're supposed to do. Like, we're all goalies, and we're all shooters. And I barely get it in, but whoever my teammate is that just left. Who left? Obey left the match and was replaced by Sultan, who steals the goal from me. Ah well, I'm gonna be the MVP via terrible, terrible means, because it's just SMK and I with 2 AIs on both teams. SMK misses his attempted shot, and I managed to destroy him without even realizing it. I'm going to send the ball high into the air, but no one's going to be able to take advantage of it. Maybe I can get a last-minute goal. No one's going to get any last-minute goal because the match is over. I am the MVP by default. I get the sacred rocket trail. I am definitely going to equip that. And that is it for this day's episode. Hope you've all enjoyed this episode of Rocket League. I'm your host, BrainBoy20. If you like the episode, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.